Hello students, welcome to Analog IAS Academy. This is Saideswar, faculty in history. We all know that UPSC conducted its prelims today. When we observe this question paper, my impression is relatively this year they asked only 10 questions from Indian history. Out of these 10 questions, around 2 questions are from the current affairs. If you compare the last year's question paper with this year, particularly with respect to history, you can see direct questions. Statement based questions are very few questions, and interesting thing is we all believed and we all followed that modern India will be given the more importance, but here only 2 questions they asked from the modern India. Around 6 to 7 questions they asked from ancient and medieval. Let us see what the questions they asked and discuss about the key. The first question is, with reference to the Government of India Act 1935, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It provided for the establishment of an All India Federation based on the union of the British Indian provinces and princely states. The first and the foremost provision of Government of India Act is the creation of All India Federation. So with this they want to bring a federation into India. So this statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is defense and foreign affairs were kept under the control of federal legislature. If you look at these two aspects, one is defense and foreign affairs. They are the most significant domains. They were not devolved to the federal legislature where Indians dominates. So statement 2 is wrong. So our answer is A only. Next question. Which one of the following is a work attributed to playwright Bhasa? It's related to the literature. So here Kavya Alankara is not correct, because it was written by Bamaha, and Natya Shastra written by the Bharata. It is also not correct. Mahabhashya, we all know that Patanjali wrote Mahabhashya. So then the remaining answer C, Madhyama Vyaya Yoga, is the answer. Here the Bhasa, the writer of Sanskrit, he was inspired from Ramayana and Mahabharata. Episodes of Mahabharata was taken as a theme and he wrote many dramas. So Madhyama Vyaya Yoga is one of the drama. So C is the answer. Next, 34th. Sanghabhuti, an Indian Buddhist monk who travelled to China at the end of the 4th century AD, was the author of a commentary on. This question is a little bit difficult unless until if you have the deep understanding about the Buddhism, we can't answer it. So this Sanghabhuti, he is in the post-Mauryan period. In this post-Mauryan period, what we thought, Mahayana Buddhism was dominant and Hinayana was declined. But here, this man, he was propounder of the Sarvastivadin. So C is the answer. Sarvastivada Vinaya is the answer. Next, 35. Consider the following properties included in the World Heritage List released by UNESCO. So first one is Shantiniketan. Shantiniketan was established by Rabindranath Tagore. It was recognized. Then Rani Ka Vav. We know that Rajput dynasties. Bhima I, he constructed Rani Ka Vav. It was also on the UNESCO list. Sacred ensembles of the Hoysalas. Yes, recently Hoysala temples were recognized by UNESCO. Mahabodhi temple complex at Bodh Gaya. So these 4 options are correct. So D is the correct. Next. With reference to ancient India, Gautama Buddha was generally known by which of the following epithets? So we all know Buddhism, Jainism is one of the favorite area for UPSC. That is once again proved. UPSC framed 2 questions exclusively on Buddhism. Here, first one is Nyayaputta. Nyayaputta is not the term used for Buddha. Actually, it is for Vardhamana Mahavira. But second one, Shakyamuni, we all know because he was born in that tribe. He was called as a Shakyamuni. And we have Tadagata. Tadagata means enlightened being. So this second and third is correct. So here the answer is 2 and 3, B. Next question. Consider the following informations. Interesting thing is, focused more on the archaeological sites. Here they blended all the sites. They asked from megalithic, Chalcolithic, and even architecture also. Here the first one is Chandraketugad, state Odisha, trading port town. This Chandraketugad, it's not in Odisha, actually it is from Bengal. So this one is wrong. Inamgaon, Maharashtra. Yes, Inamgaon is from Maharashtra and it's a Chalcolithic site. 2 is correct. And 3 is Mangadu. Mangadu is a place in Kerala. It's a megalithic site. 4th one is Sarihundam. We all know Sarihundam is in Andhra Pradesh, but it has no rock cut cave shrines. Actually, here we have stupa. Stupa was built by the bricks. So we can eliminate first one and fourth one. The answer is 2 and 3. 45 B. Next question. Who of the following rulers of medieval India gave permission to the Portuguese to build a fort at Batkal? A. Krishnadevaraya, B. Narasimha Saluva, C. Muhammad Shah III, D. Yusuf Adil Shah. In our classroom discussion, I said that Krishnadevaraya got a title called Yavana Rajya Sthapanacharya. Here Yavanas means foreigners. So 1500 Portuguese company Estradada India entered into India for trade. By that time, we have Sri Krishnadevaraya. Sri Krishnadevaraya ruled between 1509 to 1529. Sri Krishnadevaraya, he maintained cordial relations with the Portuguese. So Sri Krishnadevaraya helped the Portuguese to get the Goa. In return, he concluded a treaty, a commercial treaty. So these Portuguese must sell their horses, Arabian horses and saltpeter only to the Sri Krishnadevaraya because to check the Bijapur. So here we can eliminate Yusuf Adil Shah is from Bijapur. There is no chance that Yusuf Adil Shah to support the Portuguese. D is wrong. Narasimha Saluva dynasty ended by 1503 itself. So there is no chance for Narasimha Saluva to assist the Portuguese. Here Muhammad Shah III. Muhammad Shah is 3 is from the Bahmanis. Undoubtedly it is a Sri Krishnadevaraya. A is the answer. Next question. With reference to revenue collection by Cornwallis, consider the following statements. It is one of the important area from British administration. It is regarding land revenue settlements. First statement is, under the Raitwari settlement of revenue collection, the peasants were exempted from revenue payment in case of bad harvests or natural calamities. If you deeply examine this statement, Raitwari settlement systems provided ownership rights to the peasants, but it failed to provide relief to peasants during the bad harvest or natural calamities. This is one of the biggest defect. That's why you see British officers, they oppressed and harassed the local peasants. It led to a kind of reaction, a kind of peasants' revolts against the officers. So statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2, under the permanent settlement in Bengal, if the Jamindar failed to pay his revenues to the state on or before the fixed date, he would be removed from his Jamindari. Yeah, under the permanent settlement system in Bengal, if the Jamindar failed to pay his revenues to the state on or before the fixed date, he would be removed from his Jamindari. Yes, this statement is correct. So 2 only. Next question is, consider the following statements. Statement 1, there are no parables in Upanishads. Second statement, Upanishads were composed earlier than the Puranas. If you look at the statement 1, Upanishads, they explains about the nature of ultimate Brahma, the essence of human life through the parables. So here in the statement they gave no parables. So this statement 1 is wrong. And statement 2, Upanishads were composed earlier than the Puranas. If you observe the sequence of this Vedic literature, Upanishads were composed in the later Vedic period. Here Puranas were over a period of time emerged by the influence of Vaishnavism as well as Shaivism. So statement 2 is correct. So our answer is B. Next question. Which one of the following was the latest inclusion in the intangible cultural heritage list of UNESCO? Chow dance, it is in Orissa; Durga Puja from Bengal; Garba dance from Gujarat; Kumbh Mela from Madhya Pradesh. So all these were included in the UNESCO World Heritage List, but latest one is Garba dance. So our answer is C. So that's all about this year's history questions. Thank you so much.